perhaps to be encountered. Who knows?
Pointed Rot is dead. I'm not gonna lie. He helped us break out of this prison.
He did.
We were strong buddies. I was the smart one, though.
Now, who's next?
You touched Jim Jar, Mike, I swear to God. I swear to Blacketh, I should say, need to get in character.
I would never touch Jim Jar. I wouldn't touch Globagool either if I like Globagool. Unless the dice tell me to. This Globagool just takes up this corner booth over here.
How much health does he have?
He has a lot.
Okay, good.
More than, I think more than any 3 party members combined.
Dang.
It's a stout man.
It's a stout cube. Has anyone seen the movie Onward?
Absolutely. I've seen it about 1 million times when it came out because my kids loved that movie.
Wow, so good.
I love the unicorns are like trash pandas. Raccoons.
Like rabbit in the...
The rabid raccoons. I love it.
Oh, so great. There's a gelatinous cube in that movie.
It does.
I was like, as soon as the ceiling panel opened up and he was like, I was like, it can't be. Impossible. What a goofy movie.
I love that his mom moved on to Horsecock. Oh, sorry.
Well, we're at that phase of the adventure.
I'm confused now.
Well, and she really does. It's she moved on and she didn't want elves anymore, so she went to a centaur. You know, they have 2 chest cavities.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, right? Centaurs, they have 2 chest cavities. They have 2 rib cages. They have 2 rib cages. Do they have 2 hearts?
Would they need 2 hearts to pump the blood from...
Well, absolutely, you would need to have at least a larger heart to support a body of that size.
You know. And what is it? A cow has 3 stomachs? Oh, yeah, that's a face cam. I saw it.
Well, cows technically have 1 stomach, but ruminants have 4 different chambers where there are separate types of bacteria that, like, the 4 stomachs thing is like a simplification. Sorry, biologist. I'm biologisting again.
That's interesting. See, I would have just been like, "Yep, 4 stomachs." So my science teacher told me in high school.
I mean, it's close to being accurate. It's better than, like, just not acknowledging that they have a rumen and, like, 2 other chambers that do other stuff. I mean, ruminants are either 3-chambered or 4-chambered stomachs.
Interesting.
So why don't they just teach it like a human heart? Because that has like 4 chambers.
Because each chamber has a different function, whereas the human heart is separated into 2 different types.
Yeah, but there's 2 separate functions for, one function for one side, one function for the other.
I like your dice.
You have the rumen, the omosum, the reticulum, and the abomosum.
You guys are nerds.
Are you talking about hearts still or cows?
Those are the names for the chambers of a cow's stomach.
Man, I should have paid more attention in biology.
I actually looked that up on my phone. I'm not gonna pretend that came off the top of my head.
I knew that deep down. No, I just remember doing the little hash number sign and then trying to figure out genomes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, are we all in above VTT?
I am, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, then. Then without further ado, we can get started. As soon as I remember this map, Slublodop. I like the artwork a little
Poor
bit better.
Grog.
Poor Grog.
His token's all like X'd out.
Mm-hmm.
The fact you're forgetting his name, we're forgetting his name still is an even sadder
Poor
part.
Grog. His name was Grant.
Grunt, yeah, that's it.
What was that orc's name that was with us? As like Ty is over there, like his name was Rod.
Remember that big guy?
All right, we're live.
But how did he die? That's an important question that will be answered.
The dwarf gal stabbed him in the back. Assuming.
They did.
Right?
Eldith and Ront did have problems with each other.
But she disappeared and he was dead.
Well, Eldith is still here.
Oh, I thought
She's still with the group. Topsy and Turvy disappeared. Yeah, Topsy and Turvy disappeared the day after the group got into Slublodop. So, that's an interesting one. Why did the Svirfneblin? There we go. Why did they disappear? But Jim Jar's still here, so who
I
knows?
just think it's hilarious that they're called Smurfs, but not really.
Yeah.
Illegal terms.
There's even like a V in there, like Svirfneblin. And it's like, oh my gosh. Everything in the Underdark is hard to pronounce. Just like English for me right now. She sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers quick. Alright, I should be good. I flubbed that one a little bit, but that's alright. So, the party reached Slublodop. And they were reunited with their fellow escapees. Although Ront has been murdered in his sleep. And Topsy and Turvy have disappeared. The adventurers did bring with them a new companion, as it were, in the form of a large, sentient gelatinous cube known as Globagool. And they had discussed with, oh boy, Pluplopine?
Yep.
Who is the Kuotoa archpriest of the Sea Mother, a sort of trick against the followers of the Deep Father known as Lumagugan. Yes, there seems to be a bit of a religious turmoil in Slublodop.
Which we assumed was Demogorgon by the sound of that.
Could be.
Did Charybdis share that with the rest of the party? Because I
No,
know
I definitely didn't. It's just like, that's
Sounds
interesting.
familiar.
That seems familiar. Couldn't be.
But perhaps Bluplopine and his theory that this new cult that is gaining power in Slublodop might indeed be a problem. His daughter is the archpriest of the Deep Father, and they regularly give humanoid sacrifices. Bloop suggested that the party of escapees kind of be offered, quote unquote, to his daughter in an effort as a sort of like appeasement, as it were, sort of a sign of goodwill that perhaps they can coexist. When what he actually suggested is that as soon as you approach, you spring a trap and just sort of, I guess, murder them all. And I believe that's where we left off. So, to kind of reiterate a bit about where we are currently in, all these fish names are very difficult, Pluplopine's hovel, as it were, kind of near the center of town. Around that large statue directly in the middle, not the one towards the docks. The Shrine of the Sea Mother. His home is close to that, probably the hovel in the upper left. And Pluplopine again reiterates, along with Shushar's advice, please help me spring this trap against my daughter and her cult.
So when we left off, I thought we had come up with a plan or like a compromise for that.
I believe you did. I believe you asked for a boat.
Yes.
And he said yes, I would be more than willing to offer you one of our keel boats.
But I think that in addition, within the party, there was, I mean, obviously it caused tension, but Ty was obviously on board, but Shay did not want to go out in the open. So I think 2 party members were going to stay hidden and join our attack. Or did he say all 5 of us have to be sacrificed? Because that's the part I'm struggling to remember at this moment.
From what I remembered, it was going to be Charybdis, myself, and Ty, and then Lavender and Shay were going to be hidden nearby.
Thank you.
I suppose that would work. But we might need more individuals to make it seem like a worthwhile sacrifice. I believe they already have someone else that they were planning on sacrificing tomorrow as well.
Ty is gonna look to Jim Jar and kind of get on his knees and say, in this moment, you could do the bravest thing possible. You could help us free these people from the shackles of tyranny, of savagery, of barbarity. Will you help us?
Oh man. Make me a persuasion at advantage, because you guys do have a bit of a rapport going on.
Skills. Persuasion advantage. Roll. Well, I'm very lucky. 19. The alternative was a 1.
Ah, man. This is gonna be a drag. Alright.
Ty's eyes, his emerald-colored eyes light up like stars, and he nods enthusiastically.
Hey, Jim Jar's the guy that likes to bet all the time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's the guy with the gambling problem.
I'll say, hey, I'd bet you 20 gold this is going to get you killed, but I'll just take it off your dead body.
Deal. 20 gold says I won't die from this. Oh man, I hope I don't die from this.
I will protect you, no matter what the cost. Remember, I am one of Vlakith's greatest warriors. I have trained for years.
Sweet. I don't know who Vlakith is, but I appreciate that.
As presumably we begin, do we start walking over? Or...
Well, it would be tomorrow.
Okay.
Puplopine suggests that we do this tomorrow. You guys can get a long rest, and it looks like some of your weapons and armors are a little corroded. And he gazes over at the giant ooze in the room. He says, well, we may be able to help you with that. We have some blacksmiths here. I could take your weapons and armor to them. And he motions towards you, Charybdis, and towards your tridents, Ty.
I am gonna roll insight on that because
Sure.
these are very special to me.
Of course. And you will remember your weapons were damaged slightly in the
Yeah.
Temple of Ooze. Where Ivan.
Yeah, that's correct.
So being used as bait, you're fine with that. But trying to check your Triton that's obviously already been damaged, that one you're kind of like, hold on a second. Let's see where this is going.
See, you don't understand Ty's psychology. You're almost there, but that you're missing a crucial element.
I'm here for the ride, man.
He seems sincere. You've already said you would help. And he seems totally content in it being a trap.
Okay. So I will look at Pluplupine and I will very solemnly hand him my twin tridents and I will say, "These were forged in the fires of Tunereth by slaves to the great Queen Blacketh, by dragons. I need them back.
You will
And
have
I am putting them in your care. If anything happened to them, I will consider it a dishonor upon my name. And as much as I would hate to do so, I will kill you." And then he will say, "Thank you for offering, though," and kind of smile.
You get a mixed bag with this guy.
He drops them. No, I'm just kidding. He says, "I'll be sure they're taken well care of. And you, over there with your armor, would you like us to repair it as well?"
Yeah, just give me about 10 minutes to take it all off, and you'll have it.
Oh, of course. There is the matter. One more individual. If two of you are going into hiding, one more individual would probably be best, just so the sacrifice looks sincere. And Eldith will actually stand up, the shield dwarf, and she'll walk over and she'll say, "I'd be more than willing to lend a hand." And she kind of steps forward.
Kind of nod to Eldith, like, all right.
Of course, anything to get me back to Gontogrim. What's a few fish people, right?
Do not underestimate a foe.
Well,
But you must remember, you have one of the greatest warriors that has ever spawned from the city of Tunereth. And by the way, I assume he's eventually going to go sit down next to Jimjar and regale Jimjar with the whole history of his species and etc.
You're gonna scare that guy off, man.
he doesn't seem interested. He doesn't know anything about Gith. In fact, you're probably the first Gith he's ever seen. Probably the first Gith a lot of these folks have ever seen. Just for how rare you guys are.
Gonna go make sure Stool's all right.
Yes.
Someone hasn't
Would
made him yet.
Drow have seen us? Because, like, wouldn't we conduct raids on Menzo Baranzan and crap to steal
Yeah.
stuff?
That I'm not sure about. Possibly. The chances are definitely a little bit higher.
Okay.
I guess
But you
I'll,
guys definitely go for mind flayers and stuff a little bit more often, I think.
go make sure Stool is okay and no one's eating him. He's well fed.
Stool seems to look the exact same. He doesn't look hungry or tired, or he's actually kind of hard to read. And you actually walk over to him, and at first you think you're looking at him in the face, but then he turns around and you're like, "Oh, never mind. That's his front." And he's
Love it.
kind of like,
A gluttonous cube right now.
Love it.
and he just kind of shimmy, and you can see the spores shoot out into the air again. And he says, "Oh, hello. I'm glad you guys are okay."
Oh yeah. Well, we don't know how long that's going to be for, so we're going to be needing to get out of this town pretty quickly, I would assume, if something goes bad. So stay with the rest of the group.
Oh, we will. Sarah thought you guys were dead. He had a bet with Jimjar.
Oh, Sarah. All right.
Are we going to return to Neverlight Grove soon?
We need to get our boat first. Once we have the boat, we can take each person to their preferred destination. It'll be the safest way.
Okay.
If I can navigate the sea between Faerun and Schult, as I did in the past, and even the Astral Sea, this should prove no problem.
Ooh. I don't know where Chult is.
That man has seen it all.
It's a sailing man.
It's in my backstory, page 2.
Of course.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Cliff notes on that one.
But yeah. And let's see. So yes, do you guys do anything else tonight? It seems like the trap will be performed tomorrow in the morning. So you guys kind of have the night to yourselves to kind of recollect yourselves. You do think the drow are still after you. That is kind of a thought in the back of your minds. But you're not sure if they would broach the borders of Slublodop or not. There's also all the nonsense you went through to make it harder to track.
I guess I would probably query those questions to who we were talking to. Ask him how often do drow come into the town?
Only on occasion to receive passage along the Dark Lake. As for hunting parties or slavers, they won't broach the net wall. It'd be a mistake on their part.
After we rest, I'm gonna make another elixir.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's a healing one.
Always useful. And yeah, so if you guys like, you can take a long rest for tonight. In case you guys have expended any spell slots last round, or I think some of you were damaged from the fight with the Kuotoa and the drow last session.
Oh shit.
But yeah. So hello, Rocky. Sit on my desk, sure. So if no one's doing anything else this evening, we can skip over to the morning.
Let's do it.
All right. So early in the morning, you guys awaken. Sleeping here isn't comfortable, and you will notice Pluplopine doesn't actually seem to lay down to sleep. He just sort of stands there with his eyes open. As a matter of fact, you actually haven't seen him sleep or seen him close his eyes. Matter of fact, you've never seen Shushar blink or close his eyes either. It seems like Kuotoa's eyes are just constantly open.
Oh.
But they are sleeping, right?
From what you can tell, it seems like they sleep. He even walked around a little bit. But
They're like fish, right?
yeah, exactly.
There's just fish with legs.
Exactly.
Sentient.
And yeah, the morning comes, and you can actually see a Kuotoa warrior enter in with your tridents and your armor, all repaired up and fixed and ready to go. And he hands it to you.
I bow my head in appreciation and say, should you ever come to Tunareth, I will ensure you that you will receive only the finest wines and greatest of feasts.
He kind of regards you with his large eyes, like he's not quite sure what you're saying, and then he kind of nods his head as best he can, and then turns around and walks out.
I go to the Kuotoa and I'm like, that means thank you. And take my armor.
He nods again. You think he might not understand your language?
Well, I tried.
But yes, Puplopine and Shushar kind of shimmy awake, and he said, "Are you all ready to perform the trap?"
I look to Jim Jar and then to Shay, and I say, "Is Shay ready? Are you ready to fulfill your part?"
I am ready.
All right.
I want to hand my healing elixir to Charybdis.
Oh, thank you, little one. Hopefully we won't have to use this.
What color is it? What does it look like? The healing.
It's like the normal of a red healing potion, just more slightly bubbly.
Sounds good.
So like carbonated.
It's got a froth to it. Your elixirs today look potent.
What does it taste like?
Pretty proud of this one myself.
I'll put a cork in it for now. Thank you.
Very cool. So, he gathers you all together, and you begin marching your way westward, I guess, technically. Yeah, because this is on the western coast and the ends that way, towards the Shrine of the Deep Father. As you approach... so for reference, just so we're clear on this, he does suggest that other than the 5 individuals, quote-unquote, for the sacrifice, would you guys prefer to have the other escapees here in his hovel?
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
Okay.
Actually, I mean, real quick, I would prefer if they were on the boat we're gonna get after we fulfilled this favor.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure we'll have time after this to situate the boat and all that. So, for the time being, I guess they'll stay in his hovel here, by the Sea Mother Shrine in the center. And just for reference, he does mention that there is the keelboat you will receive is over here, in this kind of canal to the right.
Okay.
So that'll be exciting.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
He has to say it like that. I also know what's about to happen. So.
No spoilers.
So
I didn't spoil it.
So, as you are taken to the docks, as it were, which is kind of in the direction that the Deep Father Shrine is in, you can see it in all its grotesque glory. The idol of Limagugan, the Deep Father, consists of a large hide cut roughly in the shape of a manta ray and stretched out on cords between several support poles. A dead, splayed out manta ray is pinned to the center of the hide, with 2 dead octopuses draped across the top, their tentacles pinned artfully and arrayed in various manners. The heads of the octopus are tied together and painted with red and blue pigments. The idol reeks of decay, and the broad stone altar below the idol is stained dark with blood. That sounds gross. Here's a picture.
What's that cleric spell where you talk to your gods or something?
I don't think I have that yet.
Yeah, it's like deviation or something.
Divination.
Oh my god, look at that.
Yeah, it's grody. You approach that.
Can I do a religion check?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna stare at this thing and just be like, "Duh, that looks satanic or something." I got 11.
You could definitely tell there's something evil about it.
Yeah. This does not. I look at Lavender. And how many potions did you make today?
I think she can only make the one for right
Yeah,
now.
it's
I know. I
just
said that as a joke.
No.
Like- Yeah, how many potions did you make? That's about
yeah,
to
I
get
have no idea what it is. That's a pretty intense looking statue.
Oh yeah. If only it was just a statue.
Is it that? How big is that? It's not that big, right?
Well, we can switch to the map itself. It's about 20 feet by, or 10 feet by 10 feet.
Oh wow.
Yes. So, Shay and Lavender, I believe, were hiding.
Yep.
Yep.
And
So,
Elden and Jim Jar agreed to assist.
kind of put you guys over there. I need to find Eldith and Jim Jar.
That's a lot of fish people
Well, some of them are just working at docks, I'm sure.
with weapons. Well, I mean, it's like
Yeah.
fishing equipment's
Always be
everywhere.
prepared.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't know what monsters lurk in the depths of that water.
that's absolutely true.
Actually,
Giant manta rays.
possibly.
Oh, not,
Never trust water that you can't see the bottom of.
Oh, and you cannot see the bottom of that.
God, it's gonna smell so bad here. For
Probably
non-humans.
smells already.
Yeah.
It smells very gross. So, how's that layout for you guys?
Looks
'Cause they
beautiful.
do kind of organize you guys in a line, and there are Pluplopines, Kuotoa behind you, kind of pretending to prod you with sticks and the like, with spears, but they're not really actually poking. They're just kind of like, all right, go, go.
With his 12 charisma, Ty is putting on the best performance he could, and he is cursing in Gith as loudly as possible.
Hmm.
Put on a little spectacle. Oh, God, come on, man. It's right in the armpit.
I want to use psychic whispers, and then choose Kirizawa and Tai to be the people that I'm in telepathic contact with
Sounds good. So,
for 3 hours.
ooh, nice. So, the Archpriest of the Sea Mother steps forward across the span of the altar toward the Kuotoa, waiting for him there. Pluplopine, who is this individual here, it's hard to tell, even for you guys, says, the time has come for us to acknowledge your divine vision and welcome it, daughter. I have brought you these offerings. And he kind of gestures towards you guys. Will you not accept them? To which she replies, you're making a wise decision, Father. And she actually speaks it in common. She glances over to you and kind of says it so that you understand. I accept your offering in the name of the Deep Father. May their blood nourish and strengthen him. And then a burbling cheer rises up from all of the Kuotoa around the altar. The individuals, again, who are green with no tokens for some reason, are Kuotoa monitors. She says, we were just about to kill, as it were, this Durgar here. And she motions towards him, and you can see this kind of deep dwarf kind of knelt down in front of this basin full of blood with his arms bound. And she says, would you all care to watch and see what's going to befall you? And then Pluplopine approaches behind her. And she says, "It would be so good for the Sea Father, the Deep Father, Limagugin, if your fear was present."
Istik, Gith fear no one except the wrath of Laketh, and he spits on the ground dramatically.
A gift. And the Durgar here, if any of you speak Undercommon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
He says, very loudly in Undercommon, "If any of you can help me out of this, I'll help you get into Gauntlgrim. Put it on good word. I'm an arms dealer, very well liked there."
I want to use. I'm going to cast suggestion
Mm-hmm.
on. What's her name? The priestess. This one.
Oh, the priestess, her name. It's another. Here we go.
Whoopin' dog.
Bloplipod.
Say again.
Bloplipod.
Lopopod.
It's pretty close.
Okay. I want to cast suggestion on her.
Yeah.
Now she needs to make a.
Sorry, this is Bloplipod here.
Oh.
This is Pluplopine.
Okay. Whatever one that's like, she's the one that's gonna sacrifice him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I wanna cast suggestion on her.
All right. What do I need to roll?
You need to roll a wisdom saving throw of 13 or lower.
Let's see. Oh, gross. You guys want to see a picture?
Yeah. Oh, it's so hot.
All right, wisdom saving throw.
That hurt specifically, or like
That's just a archpriestess in general. I got an 11.
All right, give me a second. I didn't think I was gonna win that.
So yes, the scene before you, lots of Kuotoa, lots of dark, brackish water. This is definitely not water you want to drink. Definitely not. It's gross.
I would suggest that she sacrifice me instead of a dwarf first. You don't want to taint the blood with, Duergar. Why not a pure blood like myself as your first sacrifice?
Indeed. Perhaps that would be enjoyable. Step forward. You, there, in the armor.
Can't click my character. Selection. There, I had the ruler. Sorry.
Perfect. Monitor, and she kind of gestured towards this individual here. Step forward and bring him towards the altar.
So in their mind, I'm gonna say, Ty, what's the plan here? What is he doing?
trying to save the Dwergar.
Right. When do we jump in and spring this trap?
As soon as they get up towards the altar. We don't want to do it too soon.
All right.
So is it like, does it work only between Shay and myself and him and Kurizara, or can we all three hear each
No,
other?
we're linked up. All three of us are linked up.
Okay. I didn't know if she had an opinion to also add in, so that's why I wanted to ask.
Follow me, prisoner. It struggles to cackle out a few words.
I kind of, as I'm walking by, I turn to the priestess. I'm like, "You're not going to carry out this yourself? You order an execution, but you don't have the gall to carry out it yourself?"
I'm the archpriest. I suppose it has been a day or two since I've actually performed a sacrifice.
Thank you. That's much better. Oh, I would love an audience of my death. Could you bring everyone closer? Like, how are they going to see from that far away? You even roll a deception check.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll that again. That's better.
That is better. What are your skills? Slippery creature. No, all right. Wow. All right.
Jesus.
She likes me, right? She thinks that she's going to get a good sacrifice.
Father, bring your sacrifices closer. Command your followers. And the Kuotoa behind the rest of you kind of look at each other and just sort of nudge you with the spears. And Eldith and Jimjar kind of step forward.
Cool nerd, thanks for the dono.
Look around and I'm like,
Why is this getting worse?
Just here to watch the show, man.
Kurzar, do you approach as well?
Yeah.
I'm going to so as like he's
I
got this up in my head, I am going to count in my head and under my breath. 1. And then I'm listening for Shay back to see if he's going to be ready.
I'm like giving like a wink to Thai, like non-descriptive,
Yeah, okay.
like we got this, thumbs up.
You doing that Luke Skywalker walking off into the Sarlacc pit kind of moment?
Yeah.
I'd like to ready an action if I can.
I would as well.
Sure.
I want to hurl a bead from my fireball necklace at the statue. I think I should I'm like, it's a range of 60 feet, so I think I'm gonna make it.
I think you should.
And I'm gonna pinpoint it right at that statue. So.
Oh yeah, it is within range.
So he's counting down 3, 2, 1, and then you kind of see him quickly take out his hand from the loose bindings that like they purposefully put on him and send a bolt of psychic energy towards the dark priestess of the Deep Father. Not 20.
I'm just like smiling with glee, like surprise.
That's her dad. You just clicked on her dad.
I know. I'm trying to figure out who's who.
And so she takes 16 damage.
Ow. Okay, that's all right, that happens. She immediately grasps her head.
You
what
really
else?
thought a Gith would be caught in a trap by any race but Gith? He says out loud.
Only a gift could capture a gift. Ignore the first part of this adventure. That is not what. That was an accident.
He's not gonna acknowledge it. Just FYI.
I mean, if I get a free swing, sure. Why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, technically, I suppose this would be a surprise round.
Okay, you want us to roll initiative, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you prefer, or we could just go through the surprise round and then slap y'all in afterwards. Let's see. Blip. I wonder if they added yet the ability.
Oh, you're not doing great on initiative.
I never do good on initiative. That's so good thing we got surprise round.
Blip. Eldith, you'll probably contribute. Jim Jar will do his best. All these NPCs.
Did she take the 16 damage? I'm just
Oh,
curious.
Yeah, that was not a pleasant experience for her.
All right.
I can-
So, surprise round. Ty, you went, right?
I went, yes.
Okay, so it would be
It would be
The-
Shay.
Kurizara and Shay.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for
then
the bunny to blow
Hammett
everything
doesn't
up
know
first
what's
and see
going
if
on.
anything survives.
Yeah, Kurizara, you are up if you would like to make a surprise action.
yeah, did you get
Do it.
your
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't see the bunny up there.
What's her initiative?
Yeah, I don't see her either.
Oh, she's only got a 4. That's okay. I can throw that in there. Boop, boop, boop.
Ugh.
There we go. I don't know why it doesn't read your things, but that's okay. I can put you in manually. It's all good. No biggie on my end. So yeah, Kurizara, I suppose you are up. I doubt Hemeth knew what was going on. The deep dwarf here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kurizara, you are up. Hemeth is in front of you. Eldith is next to you. Charybdis is in front of you as well. Yeah, what do you do?
Oh. I was kind of going to wait for the fireball to go off, but since I'm
okay.
going first,
If you like, you can hold your action till the fireball goes off.
yeah, let me do that.
Okay.
You
Eldith.
just want me to do that real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold till the fireball goes off as well.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best. It seems like Eldith doesn't really know what's going on either. So yeah, feel free to throw that fireball.
Yep.
All right, DC 15, and it is. Fudge, how big is it? I forgot.
20 radius.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah, 20-foot radius sphere.
Wait, that might be too big.
It says 20 radius.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's 20?
At 20 radius.
Still
Uh,
against radius,
Diameter
not
is
diameter.
40. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Ooh, oh, yeah, that's a good placement for that. Wow, this fight might be over quick. I was not... No, it'll be fine. All right. I guess the priestess will roll first. Dex save, right?
Just roll the damage once, though, babe.
Bloplopod. Let's see. She got an 8. So she fails. I'm just going to roll once for all these Kulatoa unless this guy rolls well.
Good damage.
Wow. Whoa.
I see a couple 5s in there. 6. Nice.
Six Kulatoa. Only 2 successes among them. The rest fail. And the monitor here.
Those that succeed take half damage.
And the monitor fails as well.
30 to the face. Barbecue and some fish.
Smells like Long John's down here.
Captain D's.
2 succeeded.
I only
So the-
have 4 beads left on my necklace.
Captain D's fireballs.
Wow. Okay, so I have to do my math here. This one succeeded. Give my party a necklace of fireballs. What
could go wrong?
But we're heroes.
Very convenient in this situation.
It is. It's a good way. It's a good item.
How do we answer this situation? Throw a fireball at it. Oh yeah, it seemed that like it worked.
Good old.
In all honesty, I was hoping that when Charybdis was trying to convince her to bring everyone closer, I was hoping all the people on the docks would come closer.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would have been better.
They just seem like they're minding their own business personally. Those guys over there.
They have that same expression on their face before and after the fireball.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, this explosion rocks the statue, obliterating the two octopuses chained together and the dead manta ray. It's just exploded all over. Fish, like toasted fish guts. There's dead Kuotoa everywhere. The monitor took damage. The archpriestess took damage. There's two guys still alive, but they do not look very healthy. And yeah, everyone holding their action for the fireball to go off. What do you do? Charybdis, you definitely got a
lot of fish guts and stuff.
Yeah. It got real warm in front of you real quick.
Who's the one right in front of the dwarf? This guy right here. The one in
Them? Who? I'm not seeing you, Markham.
We got a bit of a lag with the fireball thing going away.
Ah. rescue him.
That'd be a
Half his hair
primary
is burned
action.
off.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's the one in front of me, and what's this other person?
The one in front of you is his name, oddly enough, is Klidulugut, and he is a. Let's see. He is a Kuotoa whip, which is another word for their warrior.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he has
He seems
another
perfectly healthy.
prisoner? Is that an
Next to him is a Kuotoa monitor.
Okay. I didn't understand who that person was. Thank you.
You're good.
Am I able to use a bonus action to cut the Durgar free, or is that a main action?
I'll let you use a bonus action.
Then I'll do that for my bonus action.
Yeah, he's probably seeing what's going on. He knows you're behind him. He'd probably like pull his wrists taut to allow you to get at the rope. All right. Hemeth, you're on the board.
My turn?
Yeah, Charybdis.
All
You
right.
didn't go for
No.
the surprise
Surprise.
round yet, right?
That's negative. I haven't.
All right.
I will swing at this one right here. The priestess lady, right?
All right. Sounds good.
All right, let's see if I can hit her. It's 15 hit.
15 does indeed hit.
All right, I'll hit her with that hold on.
Smite!
As well.
Hey.
All right, so there's damage for that one. It's a 13, and then smite would be 2d8s. Unless they're demon? By any chance? Like,
She is not a demon, just a Kuotoa. But a fireball, 2 psychic blades.
oh, too many.
It put her down. So
Oh.
you can actually, I think you can save the smite.
Okay. I'll save that. Ignore the other +9 damage.
As you cleave her head clean off, and it falls back into the basin full of blood.
Hope her father didn't see that.
Oh, he was planning on it.
He's right next to Eldon, so he has a pretty decent view of it, to be honest.
It's pretty savage. Aha!
You kind of told us we had to do that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess.
You look over at Pluplopine, expecting to see some sort of despair or misery on his face, and you can't quite tell what he's thinking.
He's got the same face as the icon.
Inside
Mouth-
check on him.
Mouth open. I think I saw on Twitch.
How does he feel about that?
He seems pretty neutral.
Fair enough. He's hard to read.
I can't get a feed off these guys. All right, that's it for me.
All right, so first real round, I guess. This Kuotoa, he's devout, he's a follower, he's a worshiper. He's going to go in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This spellcaster here is very scary. She's casting them evil magics. He's going to attempt to swing at you, Kurazara, with a spear, actually. No swing, just a poke. Does a 13 hit your armor class? I don't think it does.
No.
All right. That's his turn. The next Kuotoa, number 8. He's with Pluplopine, so he's going to back off a little bit. I don't think you guys need help right now.
Can you imagine if one of us accidentally stabs the right one?
I mean, even in the book, it states like it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see, number 5, he's dead, so we can remove him from the board. Hemeth.
Like, that's Johnny. You were just talking to him for like 30 minutes.
Johnny. No, I'm Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry.
It'd be chaos.
Let's see. Hemeth, our Durgar associate.
What a beard.
Oh, yeah. What do you have on you? He needs space. He's going to move. I'm not moving out of a threatened range, correct? No, it's an ally. Here. No, he'll step over this. And he's going to what looks like grow in size.
Oh my god.
Embiggen.
That's
Yes, he
the
seems to
biggest dwarf I've ever seen.
grow to kind of the size of Globacool.
Oh my god.
And he's going to take a swing at this Kuotoa here that just kind of attacked Kurzara with what looks like a pick in his hand of some sort.
Gonna mystify this fish.
Alas, a 10 does not hit. And that is his turn. Kuotoa number 12 is going to move to the side of Pluplopine. Number 4. Oh, you're still alive, aren't you? He's gonna try. Would he? Yeah, he's a zealot. He's very zealotous. He would try to attack Hemeth. Ow. Are you okay? It sounded like you were in an echo chamber there.
Sorry, I just hit my leg.
Oh, you're good. An 18 will hit him. Wow. For not a lot. And we just kind of jab into Hemeth, who's just grown to a very large size. Just kind of sticks his spear upward, and you think he gets him kind of underneath the ribcage. It doesn't look like it was a pleasant stab. Kurzara, you are up again. There's a Kuotoa in front of you that took a swing at you. He doesn't look too good, though.
With Hemeth behind him, is that advantage?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna swing a scimitar at him.
All right.
Nice.
21.
That hits. Good old
5.
All right. Cleave into this Kuotoa, clearly cooked from the fireball before, and you deliver the final blow. Excuse me. Anything else this turn?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right. Kuotoa number 6. Oh, you're dead too. All right, well, we can take you off the board. Off the tracker. And number 2, fireball, man. How many of those you got left?
I think she said 4.
Yeah, I have 4 beads left on my necklace.
Good.
Gave them to us.
Excellent. This Kuotoa, Philippine's personal whip is going to move over here. He's a little concerned about Hemeth, but he wants to protect the archpriest. Eldith, clearly not sure what to do or if you actually needed her help at all. There's a monitor here. He probably needs to be taken care of. He's going to go over here. She's going to go over here and try to swing away. With a warhammer. Wow. She crit. Okay. Oh, yep, yeah, okay, that happened. Kuotoa number 11 is going to move. A lot of NPCs in this game to protect Pluplopine. Pluplopine, he's going to move away. He's going to move to protect Pluplopine as well. Not Sarah, wow. Shay. You're up.
Who's still alive that I can throw something at?
There's a lot of dead bodies. There's a whip here. That's an enemy. As well as the 2 green guys. I don't know if you would have line of sight on them, though.
There's also the yellow Kuotoa who's almost dead.
Oh, yes. The yellow Kuotoa here in front of Hemeth.
Is he engaged with the other?
He is engaged with Hemeth.
Yeah, I'll go after that one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Nice. I think that hits.
It's double the dice, right?
Yep, all dice roll twice, but leave the bonus alonus. I wish I could say I made that one up, but I didn't.
16 for the other, and then I have to roll for sneak attack. Another 10 on top of it, so 26 damage.
Ooh.
You pretty much kill it outright again.
He just drops dead too because you didn't see
Yeah.
that hit. And I'll use my bonus action to hide because I got nothing else to do.
All right, roll stealth for me.
That is a 4 + 7, 11.
Nice. Sounds good. So that's your turn, yes?
Yep, that's it.
Ty, you are up. There's a Kuotoa whip in front of you. He seems perturbed and upset.
I'm going to grab my trident and smirk and say, "You should have been worshipping Blacketh, not this deep father," and then plunge my trident basically straight towards his chest. 25.
Jesus.
That hits.
Good job.
For 11 damage. And then I'm going to do my other trident. 26.
That hits too.
And that's going to be an additional 5 damage to the whip.
It's because the blacksmith touched him up. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm. Made them all nice and... Those Kuotoa blacksmiths, man, they know what they're doing.
They polished the gold tridents.
Oh, is that all you're doing this turn?
Yeah, I'm not gonna use my action surge right now. No, I would rather save that for important things.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's see. Oh, Jim Jar's up. What are you gonna do, Jim Jar? You know what Jim Jar is gonna do? He's gonna attempt to contribute. He is going to cast blindness on the whip. So
Nice.
he's con save. Oh, he's kind of good at con saves. Nah. I think he succeeds, though. Jim Jar tried. He did. He tried. Yeah. So, yeah, he tried, but the whip was too much. And that's all he's going to do right now. Lavender, you are up.
Now, with all these guys on the opposite side of all my friendlies, I'm not going to be able to accurately hit them, I don't think. So I'll dodge.
All right.
I'm just kind of...
action. Keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. The whip. He's upset now. He's been getting bonked on too much. So what am I going to do? He's going to try to attack you, Ty, with a pincer staff. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh no.
So, You're going to take 10 piercing.
Oh.
And I need you to...
Yes.
Let's see, you are a medium creature. So, using the pincer staff... That's what they look like, by the way. He is going to... You are grappled, effectively, when you are hit with this weapon. So he kind of pins you to the ground. And then while you're pinned, he's going to try a bite on you. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
All right. So you're grappled. Yes. And that is his turn. Charybdis, you are up.
All right. I think I'm gonna hit the guy that just hit him.
Okay.
Pin him to the ground. Try to see if I can help out at all.
All right.
I'm gonna swing Dawnbringer on him. 14.
14. Let me actually look on him here. What is your armor class, good sir? Oh, yes, a 14 does hit.
All right. And I will smite on this one.
All right, lay it on me.
All right. There's those, and then 2d8. So 17. Cut his freaking arm off.
It certainly hurt. He's still standing, though. Do you do anything else this turn?
Nope, that's it.
As you attack, Dawnbringer speaks into your mind briefly. And she says, something evil's coming.
Divine sense.
Something bad.
Is it?
Do you have the action to cast Divine Sense?
I do not have the action this turn to do that. But that's what I was like. I'm just listening for now.
All right. So Kuatua number 9 is dead. We're at the top of the order. He's going to move to protect Pluplopine. Hemeth. Right? Yeah, Hemeth. He can move through friendly squares. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Not purpose, good sir.
Downside of being large. Although he does have reach, he's bigger. Just step on these guys, that's fine. She doesn't matter, I guess. And he's going to try and swing at... Aldith, you're going to have to move. Do I have range? I think Durgar have a ranged thing.
Either
I have javelins.
Yeah, I was gonna say they should.
Brilliant. He's going to hurl a javelin at the whip. Fortunately, a 5 misses. Wow, I rolled a nat 1. Okay. Well, that's his turn. Good work. I'm just going to move her dead body over here.
slips on some fish guts.
Yeah, it's all gooey. He's going to move to protect Pluplopine.
This would just be deeply unpleasant to experience in real life.
Absolutely.
Kurazara, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna move closer to Jimjar and Ty, and I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Ty.
Heal him up. How's it feel rolling dice again, by the way? Is it nice?
It's kind of nice, but it's a little bit of a lag with the video. But I'm going to do it as second level.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that knocked you down real far, actually, didn't it, Ty? Almost to half.
Yes, it knocked me to about half.
It's only 8, but that's the best I can do at the moment.
I mean, that brings me up just 2 hit points shy of being at maximum, so I wouldn't consider that bad at all. Blacketh will bless you for that.
And that's a bonus action, so as an action, I'm going to do Sacred Flame on the whip. That's a deck save.
Sounds good. All right. They're okay at deck saves. Maybe I'll make it. Deck save. All right, I'll just roll them manually. Does a 10 succeed?
It
No.
does not.
Roll your damage.
7.
7 it is. These are hardy fellows, but he's not doing too good.
And that's all I could do.
Okay. Eldith. She's gonna move, actually. She'll move here. Yeah, that'd be better. Why isn't this guy moved? He moved to protect as well. Too many people. She's gonna attack the monitor. No, she's gonna attack the whip. That whip is a problem. Or hammer. One second, I'm getting a little bit of lag. I'm gonna reload the page.
Mine's also lagging. I don't know why.
Might be a server issue. Server issue. Those happen. All those Monday night D&D games. Which are actually kind of common, actually. Go figure.
That's weird. I like it on Monday night though. It's really nice.
Isn't it? We used to do like I said earlier, we used to do Tuesday nights, me and my group. And that was an interesting experience. We used to drive like an hour as well to go play D&D. And we'd have an hour drive back. Eldith, a 7 will not hit. Alas. Kuta 11, you guys are protecting what's his face. Pluplapine, you're good. You don't need to be on there anymore. You're good. Shay. You're up.
How much are each of these squares? Is it 5?
This should be 5, yes. Pluplapine and his entourage kind of get out of the way for you guys.
I was gonna move up to the right 30 and then take throw a dagger at that whip.
Sure. You can attack through friendly squares with range in 5th edition. There's no penalty to that. As long as you can kind of draw a line of sight to them. I believe. So I think Lavender, you would actually be able to hit. I think you were behind the building.
12 to hit.
12 to hit the monitor, not the monitor, the whip.
The whip.
That actually hits.
Seven damage and sneak attack of another 6. So 13 total. If they're still up, I'll take a second attack.
He is still up.
offhand is going to be a 12 to hit, or I'm sorry, a 19 to hit.
$19 hits.
And another 4 damage.
What class are you?
I'm a
Soul Blade?
rogue. Soul Blade.
Seems like a fun. That actually seems like a really fun build. I might play one of those in another game. All right, is that all you're doing?
Yep, that's movement, action, bonus action. I'm good.
All right, Ty, you're up. You are grappled. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
you can't attack. That just means you're kind of stuck.
I'd like to take my action to try to remove the grapple.
All right. Just double checking. Make me a strength, athletics, or in acrobatics.
24 strength.
Yeah, you definitely break free.
I use the weight of the whip against him to push myself back up. And I will puff my canines exposed in a rage as he glares at this fish man. And he will... Yeah, I need to use my... You will see him blow smoke out of his nose as he takes his action surge to get an extra action.
Okay.
And I am going to stab him.
Stab away.
20.
That hits.
He takes 8 damage with my trident.
All right, you deftly, not deftly, but through your strength of might, free yourself from the grapple. And you defeat him with your trident, plunging it deep into his fishy exterior.
I, absolutely incensed with this creature at this point, seems almost animalistic and kind of like stabs him repeatedly with the trident in his heart to bring him down.
All right. It's Jim Jar's turn, and he just kind of looks at you and he's like, I think he's dead. I think you got him. I think you got him.
Jim Jar.
Sorry, that's my voice. Here it is.
Jim Jar. He's kind of like shaking a little bit. Please just don't talk to me when I'm like this.
Okay. And he will cast Blur on himself. Just to try and make himself harder to hit. Lavender, you're up.
Well, seeing my buddy move up and that I want to get a better shot, so I'm gonna go here.
Mm-hmm. You could hit either one, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the blinky one.
Got it. Spell her up top.
Yeah, and I'm gonna extend my hand and shoot out my firebolt. More fire!
Fire is always good.
Damn.
Anyone want fish and chips? Not this guy, apparently. So it does miss.
Sails past him, like his shoulder.
Deftly dodges out of the way, I'm afraid. And is that all you're doing this round?
Yeah, that's totally it.
All right. Let's see. The whip. Well, he's passed, so. These monitors have not gone yet. Who are you?
I just bring Dawnbringer back and hit the next one that's down the line.
All right, lay him on me.
Look at that nat 20.
Oh.
I should totally smite this, but I know I shouldn't at the same time. It's a 16 kill him.
Absolutely, it does. Dawnbringer cleaves through another heretical fishman.
They've like both his eyeballs like turn and look at his corpse as he like splits in half.
The reflection of Dawnbringer clear in his gelatinous eyes. Very gooey.
Were the monitors this whole time just so stunned and appalled by the sudden change that they forgot to do anything while everyone died?
That one did. And I can actually
funny.
delete him from the roster. Delete him from the roster. Hemeth. Before we do that, you guys hear screams from the dock workers further up.
Are they fishy screams?
They are fishy screams. You can see splashing in the water.
Oh no. What is that?
It is a monster with a very hard to pronounce name.
It's
Like everything in this adventure.
I
had to
had
Google how to do it. Like I saw it written out and I was like, what?
it's Aztec. It's based off of Nawa.
It is. And it's really cool when you can figure out how to say it. But yes, you guys can hear the screams of fish people. And Dawnbringer again whispers to you, Charybdis, there is a great evil very close by, and it is getting closer. And you can start to see splashing, like a large splash, like a large wave, kind of off in the distance beyond the docks.
What are we seeing? Like, what are we looking at right there? Because you added a whole bunch of stuff, but I can't even tell what it is.
I can absolutely. I can show you a picture.
Yeah, picture.
Yeah, with this small icon, it looks kind of like a pelican.
It's a manta ray.
It is indeed.
But evil.
Birds emerging. Oh yeah, there you go.
There's like a whole bunch of them.
Yes, it is a Ixichatl. Ixichatl. Ixichatl? I don't know. It's demonic stingrays rise from the water and are like attacking these Kuotoa.
Guys, there is something coming. Something of great evil is in the air.
We can see it. It's the Ixchatl.
No, something bigger. And like I kind of like point out towards the waves in the water.
I'm sure it's nothing.
I'm sure it's
huddle
nothing.
closer to Shay for comfort.
There's still one monitor left. Hemeth, actually, because it's his turn, he disappears. Like he almost seems to turn invisible before your eyes, and you could see these footsteps sprint off away from you.
Well, hail.
Well, he knows something. It's not right.
The Dwergar is running from it, then.
That was a giant dwarf.
Yeah, it was very weird. The monitor will regain himself and he will try to bite you, Ty.
Fish people are crazy.
How uncouth.
I don't believe a 10 hits you, though.
No, it does not. I kind of smack him back with my gauntlet, with the ruby in my gauntlet, so he doesn't bite me.
Mm-hmm. So instead, he's going to kind of clench his fist, and then he's going to try and swing with his fists. They do have hands. They would have to. They're boats. They use boats. He's going to attempt to swing his hands at you in like 2 unarmed strikes. And you can see like lightning kind of cackling around the 2 of them. One is a 22 and one is a 9. So I believe only the 22 hits. 4 bludgeoning damage and 1 lightning damage. And this guy's actually perfectly healthy. He has not been hit yet. And that is his turn. He makes 3 attacks. Kurzara, you are up.
Sacred Flame.
Good old Sacred Flame. A dex save on me, or do you roll?
Yeah, dex save.
Alright, let's see. The monitor rolls a 14.
That passes.
He is the final stalwart defender of Lee McGugan in his mind right now. Eldith is going to attempt to swing her Warhammer at him. Bonk for an 18. I believe that hits. Yes. For a solid... Really? How much web damage does this weapon do?
One D20.
I rolled the wrong thing. Okay. I was like, I rolled the wrong die for that. 7 bludgeoning. I rolled a D20 for it, and I was like, no way.
Oh, give me that hammer.
Yes, Shay, you are up next, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna move over and attack with the throw blades.
All right.
That's a nat 20 again, I'm afraid.
Wow, lay it on me. All right, what's the damage?
$16 plus sneak attack.
Nice.
16 plus 16, 32 damage.
Jeez.
I like rolling dice.
It just goes right through him.
How much damage?
It's 32 total. It's doubling the dice, adding my modifier, and then just doubling the... It'd be 4d6 is what I rolled for the sneak attack, so I normally do a 2d6.
Ow. All right, he's still standing.
Well, I got another attack. I'm going to swing again with my offhand.
All right, lay it on me. Rogues, man.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits. Now's the part where the
4
entire
plus 3 is 7 damage.
Howie. Now's the part where the entire party murders a single monster.
Did it at the beginning.
Anything else this round?
Oh, I think that's enough.
All right. Ty, you are up.
They got one
gotta
turn.
Stab. Damn it. What's
An
his
11
armor?
not hit, I'm afraid.
Second stab time. Not 20.
Yeah,
Oh,
boy.
Good God.
Roll the d6, I guess.
Twice.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, like twice.
Times.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever we're interpreting from that. Cause,
All right. Is that all you're doing this round?
Nobody else besides me has taken damage, so there's nothing else for me to really do.
You still have the potion that Lavender gave you. No, she gave it to Charybdis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Yeah, she gave you a potion last session.
I still have that.
Jim Jar, you are blurred. Oh no, yeah, I'm not within threatened range. So he'd go over here and he'll try to contribute. He's got a knife.
Crits.
He, believe it or not,
Oh my god. Look at me.
Nice.
so I don't know why his dagger does 1d8, but that's what this says.
It's like a
2d8.
rapier.
2d8. Let's go.
It's 10 slashing damage. Lavender, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna move up closer to my party.
Sounds good.
And I'm gonna hurl another firebolt. Firebolt.
It's not looking good. That hits. 10 fire damage. A bolt of fire sails through the air, blasts this Kuotoa monitor in the face, and fells him.
You just see his eyes burning, like as they just like sink into his skull.
Oh yes.
The rest of him just catches fire.
Great plan. Went flawlessly. Great job, guys. Good thing nothing bad's gonna come out of this.
Charybdis, it's your turn.
I use divine sense
Alright.
and gaze into the wonders of the dark.
What does divine sense do?
It just tells me, see. As an action until the end of your turn, effectively spell location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. So celestial fiend or undead within 60. Usually kind of as like a theater of the mind, like trying to sense what's going on here. What evil is Dawnbringer trying to talk about?
The evil Dawnbringer mentions starts to slowly emerge out of the water of the Dark Lake ahead of the docks. Your gaze kind of not instinctively, is sort of not forcibly, but magically turned in that direction as Dawnbringer goes, that great evil is here. And you can see... Oh, I have box text for this. The dark surface of the water bubbles and begins to foam. A thick, oily tentacle bursts forth, followed by another. Then two monstrous heads break the surface, both resembling hideous, angry baboons with wickedly curved tusks. Both heads are attached to a single torso, and the monster's red eyes burn with bloodlust and madness. The creature rising from the dark lake must stand 30 feet tall or more, with water cascading down its back and shoulders. Upon reaching its full height, the great demon throws back both its heads and roars as Demogorgon emerges from the water. Everyone make me charisma saving throws.
That's 10.
Oof. Do.
We're dead.
So it probably wasn't a good idea to destroy the statue.
See what you did.
Hindsight's 2020. Yeah.
So, there it is, the Dungeon Master's Guide. The book, surprisingly, most DMs rarely open. Okay. Let's see. Charybdis, you passed.
Yay!
Shay, Lavender, Ty, and Kurzara, you all fail. So, Shay, roll me a D100.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ooh,
98. That's either going to be really good or really bad.
okay. Roll me a D10. You know that's always good. When I ask for a second roll.
She Evan.
Okay. You fall unconscious at the sight of this creature for 7 minutes.
Well,
Is that
see ya.
considered a magical effect, though?
It is considered a madness.
Okay.
Lavender, you can roll me a D100, please. Short-term madness, though. It's not permanent.
Not yet.
42.
42. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Answer the left universe and everything.
That's correct. You start. For some reason, the sight of this entity makes it difficult for you to form words. You're just kind of you're kind of aghast. You are incapable of normal speech or spellcasting for 1d10 minutes. So, would you like to roll a d10 or would you like me?
Yeah. For 9 minutes.
Okay, so 9 minutes. That's rough because you're a spellcaster. Ty. A D100, my friend.
71.
All right. So roll me a D10, please.
1.
Okay. That's not so bad. You do whatever anyone tells you to do that isn't obviously self-destructive. Thankfully, Jim Jar is right next to you, and he'll probably say, we need to run and get the others. But it's only for 1 minute.
Okay. Well, I mean, he would have suggested that anyway, so I don't.
So that was not too bad, actually. And Kurizara, I need a D100 from you.
Do I need an insight check to know that he's I can notice that?
Maybe?
That'd be funny. Give me both your tridents. We'll run faster.
And a D10 from you, Kurizara, as well. Okay. You are stuck in place. Something about this seems too much to handle. You're almost kind of paralyzed with fear where you're standing, but only for 7 minutes. Charybdis, everyone around you seems to lock up. Lavender, at the sight of this thing, starts babbling incoherently. Shay just kind of falls over.
I poop myself.
Kurzara locks up, and Ty just seems kind of glazed for a moment at the sight of this creature as the sight of this demon lord as it slowly starts to make its way towards Slublodop.
All right, Charybdis turns and just says, "Get to the boat," and starts running south, trying to go.
Chopper.
Just running south, and notices that Shay's on the ground, I guess, and I'll try to wake him up, slap him a little bit, look around and see just as Kurizara is just stunned. I'll try to like shake her out of it a little bit. Maybe grab onto her. Like, Shay's down. We got to carry him out of him. Trying to figure out what's going on.
Lavender, you can move still. Lavender and Ty, you can both still move.
Well, I'm. Did Jim Jar say to me we got to go get the others? Because if that's what he said.
He would probably say we got to get the others and we got to go.
And Ty's running, he's sprinting, he's gonna put Jim Jar on his shoulder and he's gonna start sprinting towards the high priest's house.
And then he's gonna say, "Wait, we have to help the others too."
He's gonna.
Eldith is just gonna book it. She's gonna look.
I'll pick up Shay. If he's not like waking up, I'll pick him up.
Yeah, he seems out of it for another 7 minutes. But there's still a Kurizara. 17 is enough to pick up Shay.
I'll try to pick up Kurizara too. Can I totem like 2 sacks of
That might be difficult.
With this, you can tell Ty to do it because he's only carrying the gnome.
That's true.
Ty, come help me with this.
He runs over and as if just mechanically just picks her up.
Okay, come on, we're sprinting out of here.
Excellent. You guys...
We need to save the others. As Jim Jar said, he says very robotically.
Grab a drow and go.
This is 2 for 1. Let's go.
Everyone grab your drow. We're leaving. So you grab your party members and you escape.
For now.
You sure you didn't want to fight that guy? Because I bet you had some pretty cool loot.
What if I told you he had no loot whatsoever?
Then I wouldn't want to fight him.
Oh, that's not what that looting monster table thing I read.
Oh, that's true. So, Demogorgon, as you guys are sprinting away, you can hear the clatter and smashing of the docks. We can clear that. Close the combat tracker. Let's use... because Charybdis, you have your faculties together. Oh, I forgot. This map is gargantuan. I don't even know where I spawned your token. I was going to be like, we can use Charybdis' token.
I got it. It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
It's my character. I changed it. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's good. So, there you are.
I look tiny compared. Wow, that's probably a good size comparison.
Pretty much, actually, yeah. Demogorgon is just smashing his way into Slublodop. He's wrecking buildings, and these black tentacles that he has for arms are whipping his way around the city as he just makes his way inland. He's like Godzilla. It doesn't seem like he's aiming for anything. He's just going at it. Oh, I can give you guys a picture. I should.
Yeah.
There we go. And of course, Ty has a figurine as well.
Yes.
So he's 30 feet tall?
Yep.
At
so
least.
he's not really Godzilla, actually. But...
I mean, I know I'm under the madness effect, but Ty speaks Abyssal. Is either Emil or Hethrodai, are they saying anything as they just rampage into the docks, or?
Not really. It seems like they're just kind of crushing their way through.
Okay.
And Ty, let's see. You're only that way for a minute or so. You're only susceptible to, suggestion for a minute or so. By the time you guys make it back to the hut,
yes,
because I believe each of these squares is 10 feet actually, so it's not that far. But you would have your faculties back. I think Shay and Kurzara are still unconscious. It's kind of interesting actually that the drow would be thematically, that's appropriate. That the drow kind of are affected in that manner. But everyone, as you enter into the the hovel, all the other NPCs kind of look over at you, Charybdis, and they're like, what's going on?
We have to get out of here. There is a demon lord crushing the entire town. These guys are apparently devil worshippers. We've got to go.
As you guys are here, you can actually hear shouts throughout the city. It seems like many Kuotoa have just started shouting, Lee Magoogan! Lee Magoogan!
Oh, that makes sense now. Yeah, it's Demogorgon.
And some others, like as you were running through the streets, it seems like some started bowing towards him, and others have been like sprinting away. And they all kind of get up, and Globagoo says, "What's that mean? We should leave?"
Yes.
We have to leave, yes.
Lavender's just like babbling nonsense. And like picking stuff up and shoving it in their like hands and pushing them out the door.
Okay. Oh, I guess we should go, says Buppito.
Yeah.
Onward. Where are we going?
We have a ship. Yeah, we have a boat. It's in the while Demogorgon is thrashing the city, we'll escape out the side.
And Pluplopine kind of runs in after you with his escorts, and he's like, I don't know what's happening, but you guys need to leave.
We're on it. Thanks.
So you gather your party, as it were, and you all immediately aim for this little canal here. At least that's where you were told your boat is.
Yeah, we're beelining it.
Yep.
All right.
Am I still out or am I up yet?
Excellent question. I assume at this point, I'll say you're both up. Even though we're probably going a little shy of 7 minutes, but I don't want to keep you guys from having agency with your characters for too long. So yeah, I would say, Kurazara, you finally start to your joints start to loosen again, and your mind starts to come back to you, and you've regained control of your body. And Shay, I don't know what they did with you, but you probably wake up on the floor of the hovel, and you're like, oh.
I'm sure I can assess it pretty quickly. If I'm near the shrine, I'm going to grab those deck of cards that I threw in, because obviously giving that did nothing to help me out, and I'm going to lose a little bit more faith.
That was unsuccessful, Sea Mother. You didn't help at all.
Obviously, the Sea Mother is not the right choice.
I totally forgot about that.
I was like, man, that's got to give me something. It gave me a couple crits, and then I got stunned by a giant demon lord. No, that's not worth it.
All right, so
I'm throwing this fortune cookie back.
yeah, you go out there and you grab your cards and you look down this road and you can see Demogorgon stomping down the street, wrecking houses and stuff.
You kind of faint just a little bit. Not again.
Maybe I should give the Demon Gorgon the fucking cards. Maybe he'd appreciate it more.
If I was a cruel DM, I'd be like, roll charisma, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to have you do it again. That'd be rough.
So as we're running and Ty has Jim Jar on his shoulder, he turns and sees like this monster destroying the city, and his breathing's getting heavy, like watching as the tentacles like swipe across buildings. His
It's my greatest concern in life. Black tea or green. One review of green tea studies found that people who drank 1 to 3 cups per day had a 19 to 36% reduced risk of heart attack and stroke, respectively, compared with those who had less than 1 cup of green tea a day.
Like, how do they get that kind of study? That's really weird.
Right? Like, how do you... I don't know.
I felt like I had this stroke because I didn't have a green tea.
If I had drank more green tea, it sort of prevented this heart attack. Grandpa, just take the aspirin. No. More green tea.
The studies are conducted through long-term dietary observation studies.
Oh.
So basically, you have a group of people who agree to write down what they eat, and then you monitor their health conditions through time.
Do they pay you for that?
No, not. Oh. I mean, it depends on who.
Say, damn.
Some medical studies like that do pay, yes. Others do not. But usually, the more money tends to coincide with the greater danger to your well-being that said medical study could potentially cause.
Would you be willing to eat Taco Bell for 30 days straight and tell us how you feel?
Absolutely.
For how much? No, my answer would be no.
My answer would be no either. I had a
Dude,
really...
it's like, are you going to pay for the toilet paper and the hospital bills?
Oh, no. But you might be in a medical journal someday. I'm in.
You got bad poops and lots of them.
Yep.
After
She's
an experience I had with Taco Bell in New Mexico, Texas border, I will never eat there ever. And I mean, I'm vegetarian anyway, so there's not a lot for me to eat.
I'll go check. I'll be right back.
That one, literally, after that experience, I was like, absolutely not. Do not ever.
I've quit most fast food now. Taco Bell is the only one that I'm like weak against. And even now, I'm getting better at it. Like, I only have like once every 3 months, and that's because my friend is like, dude, do you want Taco Bell? And I'm like, yeah, all right. I'll get like a quesadilla or something. I've been kind of a health nut ever since I graduated high school.
I mean, that's good. I was the same way, kind of. I actually dropped 100 pounds out of high school. My freshman year.
That's an accomplishment.
Thank you.
I used to be a personal trainer before I became a professional dungeon master. So that's really cool, dude.
I am back.
Welcome back. I think we're still waiting on Charybdis. I think he had to do a thing. Good old Demogorgon.
I could use my abyssal to understand what they were doing. They just want to destroy shit.
Did you guys ever watch Stranger Things?
Yes.
I know about things about it, but no, I did not.
It's really good.
I enjoyed it. I do have the stats for the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. They have a whole little adventure around like their actual like game and stuff. Or like Lair of the Fessel Hydra or something like that. It's pretty neat. Kind of an homage to like 80s D&D stuff and all that.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
I love Stranger Things. It was such a good series.
Isn't it? I think they're doing one more season.
That'd be cool. I like Hopper.
Yeah, he's the best.
I was not expecting to come back into chat and see the drawing of the thing. Did you do it? Is that your drawing?
No, that's straight. That's from the adventure itself.
I thought you did that.
I'm not that good.
I liked Sam.
Yeah. You talking about the actor that plays Sam?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know his name.
Either. It's the guy that plays Sam, and also
Wasn't it his name Bob?
his name's Bob.
Yeah, his name was Bob.
Yeah, Bob is cool.
He was a really good guy.
No spoilers.
Indeed. Kurosawa, are you back?
Yeah, sorry, I'm back.
All right, cool. And Shay's back as well. I believe we're all here, yes?
Yeah.
Cool beans. So, Demogorgon and Charybdis are staring each other down. It's like a western. And you, for a moment, Dawnbringer says we should fight, even though momentarily she said, a few moments ago, she said run. But seeing the destruction wrought by this demon lord, and its eyes fall on you, and both of the mouths seem to say something, and they speak so loudly, it's almost like they may be magically enhanced through a spell of some kind, but they look at you, and they almost simultaneously say, Dawnbringer.
So does everyone hear that?
That might have been too low for my mic to pick up. It says,
heard-
Dawnbringer. So yeah, they say the name of your sword.
Or common.
They say it, they seem to say it in common. More like they're regarding a name, actually. So it might not be common, but they're aware of its name.
Oh,
So yeah,
Ty's about to do something really stupid. Ty, seeing Charybdis like frozen in place and it saying the name of the sword, he kind of like in this moment he looks on his shoulder where he's been carrying Jimjar, and he'll say, finally, he'll be like, I like you, and then he'll quickly kiss him and then set him down on the ground and kind of run in front of Charybdis, and Abyss will say, is this the best the Lord of Destruction can do? Ruin a measly fish people's city? I thought you were supposed to be the prince of demons. Where's the power? Where's the wrath?
I'm gonna go scout ahead to try to find a boat.
okay.
Let's not antagonize the giant demon lord. Let's just go.
Yeah, I would second that motion. Let's just, just shoving people that like get moving.
He's not like, he's letting you guys leave. He's creating a distraction because of the Dawnbringer thing.
Oh damn, he's not very far away at all.
No, he is.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, let's just go.
You can grab Ty, but he's monologuing at this moment.
Yeah, Dude, if that's you, you can do your own thing, man. I am heading for a boat.
So Shay is heading for a boat. Actually, give me a moment. Jim Jar will grab your wrist and pull you away.
Okay.
Aw.
As a tentacle kind of swipes at a roof nearby and tosses it at the shrine of the Sea Mother, near where you all kind of were. Charybdis, are you moving as well?
Excuse me. Yes, that is correct. Especially
Alright,
out
so
of the way of the thing flying at me.
you all kind of attempt to sprint your way there as Demogorgon tries to crash through these buildings after you. Ty,
Yes.
since you are, I believe, the only one with proficiency in watercraft,
Yeah.
in waterborne vehicles,
Yep.
it's good you didn't die there.
I'm surprised they didn't respond to me, though. That's the part that I'm shocked by.
It should be.
Lead to them, most likely.
It should be interesting. Well, we'll get to that. What should bother you is that it knows the name of Dawnbringer.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Ahead, you can actually see a keelboat kind of moored in the canal. It's about 60 feet long by 20 feet wide. Single-masted sail with probably a jib sail attached to the bow. And you can see everyone is kind of like hopping on there. Even Globagool kind of slorps over to the side of it.
So you see Ty take up almost like a natural role as he says, Charybdis, hoist the sails. Lavender, I need you on the starboard port. Look out for Demogorgon. Shay, I need you in the crow's nest. Make sure that no one else is approaching. And then he'll kind of like start tying things up also kind of naturally in his element.
Absolutely. It would probably be, it's too small for a crow's nest.
Okay.
But other than that, it's pretty much accurate. It also has a ballista, a single ballista on the front. And you guys hop on there as Demogorgon continues to kind of smash his way forward. Believe it or not, there is a little bit of wind in here. But there are times where you will have to, well, we'll get there as well. Charybdis, you're doing that. Let's see. There's one final thing, the mooring lines. Did you assign anyone to those?
I'll tell Eldith to take care of them.
All right, Eldith pretty much takes her axe and just starts cutting away at the lines. And the boat slowly starts to move out. Not as quickly as you would like, although there are oars as well along the sides. It seems like well, why don't you give me a...
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll a d8 to determine the direction that the Underdark airflow is moving in.
Please, God. 2.
All right, so the wind is moving to the northeast direction.
So that's away from port, yes?
Yes.
Thank God. And I was like, oh.
Actually, oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you meant port in terms of the ship directions. It is moving this direction. Because the map goes with the west to the top.
I am going to yell. Ty is going to yell at the top of his lungs. Anyone not assigned to duty, get on the oars now, and he's going to join in athletics.
All right, everyone. Let's see. Athletics.
Glavagool, row the boat.
Globagool. He's like, I'm trying, but I keep disintegrating the oars. So anyone that can starts rowing as best they can, and your boat does start to move faster and faster out of the port. until eventually you guys make your way out. And Demogorgon tries to follow, but seeing that he probably won't be able to catch up with you, you just hear a shout as he sort of screams the name Dawnbringer, and then turns back and begins rampaging through Sluplodop some more. You will notice as well. Well, we'll get there. Here's your keel boat.
Oh,
As you can see the crumbling remains of Sluplodop off in the distance, as you slowly make your way through the Dark Lake waters. The Dark Lake, so aptly named because the water is actually very, very dark, and it is a bad idea to swim in it. But yes.
Oop, go ahead. Sorry.
You guys managed to escape Sluplodop and escape Demogorgon for now. Yeah. So, what do you guys do?
Ty, there was some fast thinking back there. Lavender was a very good fireball, I have to say. Way to start that trap.
Thank you. I'm gonna look to Jimjar because I don't know how he reacted to what I did.
He's probably very impressed. He's like, you said you were a sailor, but I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were, like a captain or whatever. That's really impressive.
He meant the smooch.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, yeah, man. It's whatever. I mean, I didn't. I thought you maybe felt that way about me, but I wasn't, 100% sure.
I doesn't know how to respond to that.
We've been through a lot. We've been through the Underdark and stuff, and I kind of feel, I feel the same way. I don't want to make you feel weird or anything. I'm just,
It's like you're not helping my confidence here, friend.
It was.
Whatever.
Thank you, Ty. No, Ty, no. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, and he'll look at Charybdis and say, you helped out with the whip, so it's only fair I returned the favor. I know I could have died at the hands of Emil and Hethrodaya, but I was hoping that they might get distracted from your sword. We don't want them taking that. If they want it, obviously, that means it's far more valuable than we even knew.
If a demon lord does, absolutely. I feel like maybe it was afraid of it.
If it's afraid of it, that's a benefit to us. Yeah. And then I will go back and I will say thank you, Shay, for trying to get me not to kill myself.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you guys carrying me while I, limped unconscious for singing a crazy monkey duetted thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, Shirazara, why was you and your brother affected so much? Is there something to do with the drow and the demon lords that we don't know about?
It has to do with bad rolls.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know why we were affected as much as we were.
It's some of relic of Lulth's influence.
And I go to Lavender and ask her, are you okay now? Do you know what happened?
Just a little tongue-tied.
Okay.
It was just so much to process. She just kind of turns and just stares off the side of the boat.
Where are
Well-
we heading now?
Yeah.
Well, that's something that he's gonna call out. Dwergar, did you follow us successfully? To see if the Dwergar managed to follow them.
Is there
Is
an
he-
invisible Dwergar like in the crow's nest? Or just like right next to Shay? What's up?
The door to the back room will kind of open, and you'll hear footsteps along the deck, and then a Durgar appears. He says, "Well, I'm glad you were. I'm glad you made it. I confess, I probably could have sailed this on my own, but I'm not 100% sure how to do that. So, I certainly couldn't have rowed out on my own. So I appreciate it."
It doesn't matter. For now, all I ask is that, can you keep your promise? May we have free passage to your city?
"Yes, to Gauntlgrim. I too would like to go," says Buppydo. And Hemeth says, "Yes, I would be able to grant us entry into Gauntlgrim, although they are a bit xenophobic. But, well, it's the nearest city. Especially by going the way of the Dark Lake."
Any objections? I look around to everyone.
Nope.
Sarah-
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Sereth chimes up. He says, "Wait, I thought we were going to Neverlight Grove."
Well,
Which
if
way is the grove?
"Well, the grove is... Well, I don't know, but it's not in the direction of Gauntlgrim. Or not Gracklestew. Which is actually where Hemeth would recommend. He'd say we should go to Gracklestew.
I look at him and I say, if Neverlight Grove is back in the direction of Demogorgon, then I would hesitate, despite my earlier theatrics, to go back that way. I'm sure Emil or Hethrodaya would now be chomping at the bit to bite my head off.
It's just like sail past on the other side of the lake, just waving. Hey, we went the wrong way.
Well, no, but we... And then Sereth kind of pauses for a moment, almost like he's like... thinking. And he kind of glazes over for a moment, and then he says... No, actually, no. I would like to go to to Gracklestew as well. I think that's a wise decision."
Say it's unanimous then.
I suppose so.
Is Stool here?
Oh yeah, Stool's here. These aren't the exact tokens. I need to load up their photos again.
Oh, okay.
But
No problem.
yeah,
I
Stool's
think
here.
we got everyone, basically.
You think?
Yeah, are we missing anybody? Head count real quick. All right. Party's here. Yeah, okay.
Jimjar's here.
Jim Jar's here, yeah.
Elda's here.
Jimjar, Eldith, Prince Darendil, Sareth, Stool, Buppydo.
Ubido.
What about the fish guy, right? That was the prince, dude?
Shushar did not come with us. He
Yeah.
was not there.
Okay.
He did not come with you. You did see him in the shack when you came back, though. You did, as you guys were running out, you did see him and Buppydo kind of discussing with each other, and you probably looked over at him, and he probably gestured at you to keep going. You think he'd probably want to stay with his people and help out as best he can.
Makes sense.
Well, only Vlaakith can save them now.
let's head to Gracklestew or wherever the closest place is for now, and eventually we can get to the other places that our companions need to get to.
Closest place would be, yes, Gracklestew. Sorry, I confused the two G cities, but it is Gracklestew, home of the Durgar and the Darrow.
Ty,
Gauntlgrim is the
Eldith.
Dwarven area.
Yeah.
is this ship going to make it there? It looks kind of riggedy.
Do I need to roll a perception for that?
Sure, if you like, you can roll me perception to kind of get a grasp of the state of the ship.
19. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. So, the boat isn't made of wood you're familiar with. It seems like it's made from almost a kind of fungal wood.
Hmm.
Like, it's sturdy like wood and it's strong like wood, and in fact it looks a lot like the wood that you saw in this actually looks like wood that you've seen a lot in the Underdark. You saw it a lot in Velkenvelv. The Drow made their chests out of it and their furniture.
Okay. Pretty cool.
Things like that. But yeah, it seems like a wood that you've not really seen before. Well, not that you're not familiar with.
I look to the group and I say, it's not even wood. It's made out of mycelia. It's chitin, not cellulose.
Well, I can't believe it's not wood.
Actually, Shay and Kurzara, you would both know that this is actually zirkwood, which is a type of mushroom that grows and acts like wood. But it is not tree.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right for down here.
But it floats.
Do we see Emil and Hethra doing anything important, or are they just wrecking shit still?
Wrecking away. Probably see some Kuotoa fly off after like a wild swing.
Grimace.
You are all so far at this point that it kind of it ceases to be a significant matter in your lives as your ship just silently sails along the water. So, what are you using? Are you using light aboard the ship, I should say? And there's a back room here, although this ship isn't very large in terms of sleeping area or stuff like that. It seems like it's just this deck. It doesn't seem like there's anything really underneath. Just a keel boat, something designed for travel along a river or a lake.
If we need light, I can cast the light cantrip on a few things.
I have my goggles.
Yeah, I think we all have dark vision.
Ty does not have dark vision. The captain does not have dark vision.
I don't need to see to know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Straight to the bottom of this lake.
Do we need a turn? No, it's an open lake. Well, I mean, there's like rock thing right in the
There's
middle.
rocks, tunnels.
Well, me and Karazawa both have dancing lights as drow, so we can cast that at will if we need to.
Sure. So, Hemeth will kind of point you in a direction, Ty, because you seem to know your way around a boat. And he'll say, Grackle Stew is kind of this way. And he'll kind of point off into the darkness as your boat kind of sails. It seems to point you in a southward direction.
And how many days is it on water to this place?
On water? I made note of this. I did the math and everything.
On sticky note number 49.
Let's see.
You're so kind to us doing math for us. I really want to express my appreciation.
Oh, that's all right. He says it's about 120 miles to Grackle Stew by boat, using the Dark Lake, give or take the shifting nature of the Underdark and the tunnels. With the keel boat, if we crew her up proper, and we make our way there, decent keel boat can move at about 72 miles a day in a day's worth of travel. We sail all day today, maybe part of tomorrow. We should get there by tomorrow night.
Sounds like a
If the
plan.
winds keep up this way, we're going to have to man the oars in shifts.
And I guess we'll have to do that.
I'm not very strong, so I'll be on light duty.
Good plan.
Get it? Because she casts light.
Also, some of your other characters can't, or some of your party members can't see in the dark as well.
They'll be on
Actually, I think-
oars.
Yeah. Just row. You don't need to know where.
We'll put Global Group as like our like what are the things that you put in front of the ships?
Oh, a mat?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I just looked at
Figurehead.
Yeah, figurehead.
We'll put him as the figurehead to catch like collect things in the water. There we go.
He's gonna head to the front.
My
so I
heart
can
won't go on.
He's just in amazement at the front. Just wow, look at all that. Wow, look at those things.
Wow, look at that. What's that?
Yeah, he's got blind sense, so he's just like feeling everything around him.
What's that? There's something under the boat. What? I don't know what it was. It's gone now.
It's
Welcome
really
back.
big. Wow, look how big that thing is.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, you guys move into the dark lake. Let's see. Who is at the helm that's not drawn on the boat for some reason? But I didn't draw it. So. Actually, it'd probably be a tiller. Oh, 60 feet. That's a big boat for a tiller. It'd be a wheel.
I was gonna say there's no way.
It's probably
Yeah,
on
it'd be-
top. It's probably on top of the
It's probably
The
on top of
cabin.
the room.
yeah,
Actually,
Yeah.
right about there.
I would
sloop or
probably
something.
take over that
Hmm.
position.
yeah,
I'll
it's
do
probably
because of the superior, dark vision.
Oh, yeah. On account of my vision being so superior to everyone else's.
We'll probably be like up top, just looking around too.
Sure.
I'm the captain now, he says as he looks at Charybdis.
So,
I'm glad you're doing this and not me right now. I don't know how to steer this thing.
So what happens?
Ty, roll me a d20.
Oh boy. 1 second. Sorry, I was like 20.
Nice. Or was it?
Or was it?
Yeah, I'm also like, usually it would be like, yay.
Charybdis, can you roll me a d10?
Absolutely.
You know when he asks you to roll a d20, the lower number is the better number.
Yeah, I just thought of that too.
I got a
Yeah, I
2.
thought that too until I got paralyzed.
I got 2.
2 mind flares.
And
Give me 2 mind flares.
Beholders.
2 giant octopi.
Give me something undead. Let's go.
let's have Lavender. Can you roll me a d12?
Oh god, there's more rolling.
Hit with fire.
How many fireballs we got left?
As soon as I figure out which one's a 12.
Enough to burn this boat down.
It's the one right next to the D20.
Ah, perfect.
Oh wait, what do you mean perfect?
It's that
Yeah.
goddamn mimic's coming back for more.
Mimics start raining from the
Drop down
sky.
right on there.
It's the same mind flayer from Ty's backstory, and he's gonna have a panic.
He's holding a chest that's a mimic. Look what I found. Oh.
Yeah.
Look at this. Who has a passive wisdom perception score of 12 or higher?
Um,
I have a 12 passive wisdom perception.
I have a 14.
Not me.
My passive,
Yeah, not me.
My passive perception is 12.
Brilliant.
Do we know we're fucked?
Anyone with a 12 or higher knows. What you hear is the sound of a roaring. You hear the sound of roaring water ahead in the darkness.
Ooh.
Shay, you would notice, because you're at the front in your dark vision, way far out ahead, you see what looks to be a waterfall.
Oh God.
I will let them know there's a waterfall coming up.
You can also see why don't you roll me a 1d4, Shay?
Oh, Jesus. That's a 3.
All right. You can also see another keelboat in the water, also heading towards that waterfall, attempting to row away from the waterfall. Another keelboat manned by 3 Kuotoa. It seemed they had the same idea as you guys and tried to flee on boat.
How far away are they?
Excellent question. Let's determine how far away they are. About 80 feet away. Of course, being on lookout. Well, what do you do?
If we get close enough, I should probably be able to throw like a rope or something to it, tie a dagger and throw a rope. Maybe we can help them. What do you think?
Tie a rope to the ballista.
You trying to kill them or save them or both?
No,
Roll the dice, see what happens.
you'd ballista into the hull of the ship.
Yeah, and then you pull them out to safety. And
As long as you roll high enough on something that we never fired before, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I motion.
I'm proficient in all weapons, and siege weapons is that.
But
I'd say go for it then.
oh, you have proficiency in it?
I have proficiency in all weapons. It's a siege weapon.
Yeah.
So what do you yell to us, Shay? What do you tell us before?
There's a waterfall, and I see another boat filled with fish people that look happy, like happy fish people trying to get away from the waterfall.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell the emotions.
I turn to Charybdis and I say, Charybdis, go to the ballista.
I'm on it. Do-do-do.
Fantastic. Also, per Zara, real quick, can you roll me a D100?
See if you can see that beholder that's right behind it.
I shoot, and there's an invisible beholder that we sink into.
Ooh. How very lucky.
I did not like the sound of that.
So, as you move forward, again, more towards the waterfall, Shay, you do start to notice as well, there seems to be like some sort of stone lock almost that kind of operates and closes the waterfall. It seems like it might be some sort of canal operating system. Kind of how like the Panama Canal works, where they'll close it, lift a boat with water, or lower it and then open it into another area.
So there's like a device that I can see. It's off on the shore or something?
It seems to be kind of attached to these 2 kind of rock spires that seem to flank the waterfall a little bit.
I'll let everyone else know what I see. How far away are we from those?
Let's see. How far away did I say you were from the ship? About 80 feet?
80, yeah.
You're probably about 100 feet away from the waterfall. I'd say as you probably moved another 10 feet closer, or another 20 feet closer, I should say, your dark vision kind of started to glimpse that. It looks to be a Durgar construction.
I'll ask our compatriot that we just picked up if he knows anything about this.
This blasted lake is always changing. Yeah, that looks like our design. If you can get me onto one of those spires before your ship goes over, I might be able to seal the lock and fill it. Let the ship go through.
Yeah, I can shoot this thing. We can anchor ourselves, potentially.
It sounds like it was a stone pillar. I don't think you're gonna be able to ballista into stone, right?
Rock.
Well, it depends on what type of how strong the wood is
Yeah.
and the stone it's made out. What composition the stone is,
Hmm.
which would be DM discretion.
There's also true. There's also the issue of the Kuotoa boat. Whatever, if you guys are still going to go through with that plan, as well as the fact that the current is picking up faster towards this waterfall.
Start rowing backwards.
You'll slow the descent, but you can do much else. Are we gonna shoot the ballista at the fish people to try to reel them in, or are we gonna try to do it to get to the other?
I mean, if we get to the other side and close it, it'll solve that problem.
Yes.
We'll still have that problem even if we got them.
Does it appear that we would be able to reach the lock before the other boat goes over the waterfall?
Not going backwards. Not trying to slow yourself, because it seems like they're further ahead, closer towards the waterfall. It seems like they would get pulled under before you reach the spires at this point.
I say shoot the ballista at the other boat and try to reel it in, at least stabilize it.
Okay. I can try.
Glavagold, drop the anchor. I yelled to Glavagold.
I don't know how to do that, but I'll try. I can't really touch things.
I had a funny image of him holding it inside of himself until necessary.
Pooping it out.
It just drops and it just you just see chain.
Going through him, then to the ocean.
That's the cleanest anchor I've ever seen.
Not a barnacle on it.
So, make me a... If you're going to fire at the Kuotoa, what is the range on a ballista?
If you roll 1, you kill them, by the way.
Yeah, it would be good.
Just go
We
through.
roll,
No, that would be really awesome. I'm just saying.
if we roll a 1, we're going down the waterfall with them. That's what would happen.
You grappled the waterfall. What the hell? How did you do that?
Cut the rope? Absolutely.
What? I loaded for a ballista on D&D Beyond, and I got a character sheet. Here it is. Fun fact.
What's the character sheet for a second?
It was just it was a Warforged rogue named Ballista.
Okay.
Does anybody want to come help aid me with this?
Well, Ty's steering, so I can't really move from my
I
post.
can aid you by just kind of pointing at what direction and everything to go with.
Yeah, that would be a help action.
Tell me the range or whatnot. So
Here we are, found it. Ballista, range weapon attack. Oh, so you use the oh, that's right. This is Ghost of Saltmarsh stuff. Okay, so roll me a d20 and add +6 to it. It has a short range of 120 feet and a long range of 480.
all right. So do you want me to roll with advantage on this?
Yeah, because Shay is helping you out. I'll let Hemeth get out of the way. He's a little freaked out by that. He doesn't want to get...
I got a 11 plus 6.
Brilliant.
17.
17. It pierces into the upper area of the boat, probably around the cabin, so it doesn't hit below the waterline. It does 3d10 piercing damage if you want to do that.
Sure.
Well, just to determine how big of a hole you punch into this boat.
D10s. Those are D8s. These are D10s. 3. 19.
Nice. That would have killed a Kuotoa outright, by the way.
It just sticks right into him. Punk.
Ka-chonk. Sticks right into the boat. Yeah.
I will start, I guess, reeling it in.
All right. Give me strength checks. And Hemeth will move over and try to aid you as well, so you can roll that at advantage, although 23 is pretty good.
Let's see, follow. Roll again. Yeah, 23.
All right, 23. Yeah, you start to pull the boat away with your aid in pulling this rope kind of closer and closer. They do start to gain distance from the waterfall, and they're getting pulled away from it. And they can actually see you, and they're kind of like freaking out a little bit. Like one of them is like flailing his hands up in the air while the other two are just kind of rowing as fast as they can. Yeah, and they are moving closer and closer to you. What is your option now? What is the group's plan of attack now?
Ty is going to yell down to Shay and Charybdis. Tell them to jump ship and swim using the rope guiding them back to the ship.
Yeah, sounds like a good plan. That's what I'll tell them.
All right. So they kind of jump overboard and they start making their way over towards you. Kuotoa have a swim speed, I would assume.
Do I need to make a strength check to prevent the ship, even though we're anchored, from like tilting backwards towards the waterfall?
So, yeah, your aft would start going towards your stern.
Yep.
Aft is for the inside of the boat. Your stern would start moving towards the back of the waterfall when you were anchored.
Yep.
The Kuotoa have a swim speed of 30 feet, so they're fine. Even with the movement, and they are kind of pulling themselves along with the rope, so they're almost kind of climbing and swimming a little bit. It'd be really difficult to keep your boat from kind of turning like that. If you had a motor, it'd be possible, but it'd be a lot of rowing for no reason.
The Kuotoa on boat yet? Sorry.
Yeah, the Kuotoa do manage to get on board. Here's an interesting idea. Captain, why don't you roll me D100? Just to see what the ground of the kind of ground with the anchor is sticking in. Oh, that's nice. So, how wonderful. I love when characters roll high. I've run nautical campaigns before, so this is exciting for me. It's a bit of a flashback. I used to run pirate games all the time. Your boat does start to turn, and the back of your boat is now facing kind of the direction of the waterfall. You still got a good 90 feet before you reach it, but your boat kind of reaches the full length of the anchor, and then you start to move some more.
So now that the Kuotoa are on ship, I am going to shout to Shay, cut the rope, cut the rope, cut the rope.
I'll cut the rope to the other ship. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll use a dagger and start cutting the rope.
All right, and that boat starts to slowly drift away, and your boat still moves backwards.
And then I will say, I really hate to do this, but tie the Dwergar to the ballista shot, shoot it into the rock, and see if he can get into the locking mechanism.
Yeah,
What?
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I don't know if I'm aerodynamic like that.
Can we row towards where one of those pillars are? Does that look like a logical decision?
Absolutely.
We should just row over there, and then we can, jump over to the pillar.
I thought we were with the. I mean, I'll pull anchor and I'll say, fine, Glabagol, pull the anchor.
Okay. I'll do my best. Moves up here. I'll be over here. I don't want to smush Kurzara. And he uses these like strange pseudo. Nah, he would probably just float over the contraption and just start kind of spinning it. And you can see chain link moving up through him.
Kai is gonna get down from the helm of the ship and start rowing the oars himself to assist.
All right. Whoever's rowing or helping row, make me a athletics check. We have several NPCs helping as well. Eldith will probably move over here in an effort to try and help with that.
And if there's any
I'm not. But
if there's any oars available, I'm gonna try to convince the Kuotoa we just saved to help.
They would absolutely help. Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Let's see here. How many of you met the DC necessary? On do. Some of the NPCs aren't too helpful, but the Kuotoa are actually very helpful. It's like they've rowed a ship before. So, actually, with the aid of the Kuotoa, you are able to very quickly kind of right your ship as best you can, getting your bow pointed back towards the direction you want to go. And the current is starting to pick up and it's pulling your boat, but you manage to bring yourselves over to one of these spires, and Hemeth seems to jump overboard as best he can and kind of wade his way through some water. He actually kind of sinks. It seems like it's very deep until he actually comes up again, and then you see him kind of run into this. Looks like basically a big stone room. Like it looks like it's just square rock, hewn straight out of the spire. And he seems to not appear for a while. And time passes. Not a lot of time, but it feels like it, and it seems like nothing's happening until finally you hear what sounds like large chains being reeled in, and machinery and cogs seem to turn, and these two large walls start to slowly close in around this sluice gate, and the current starts to disappear, and your boat seems to just kind of idle in place. It drifts a little bit, but it seems like Hemeth was able to close the Durgar sluice gate to this waterfall. And then he kind of stumbles out again, and he kind of swims a little bit back over to the ship and hops aboard, and he says, "All right, now we can talk about how we're going to get through this thing." And I think that is a good place to call it for tonight. Whew.
I got a boat again.
Whew. A dramatic chapter, to be sure. Whew. So yeah, how's everyone doing?
Good.
good, real good.
I thought everyone did a really nice job on their RP tonight. I thought Charybdis's moment with Dawnbringer was really good. So
That was really cool. I like that. I'm surprised he left it up to a die roll. I was like, oh no. This could be bad.
been bad. I mean, it might have been bad anyway.
But yeah. So it seems
I
like
kind of just antagonized in its native language two of the most evil and powerful beings in the multiverse.
yeah, it'll be all right. I prefer Gooblex personally, but that's because I like oozes. Oh, one more bit of narrative fun. As Demogorgon finishes his raid, his attack on Slublodop, and starts to slowly slink his way back into the Dark Lake, perhaps, or wherever he plans on going. Off in the tunnels beyond Slublodop, back where the escapees came from, a strange creature with slender, slick, gray arms and fingers grasps tightly against an amulet of Helm, and it licks it for a moment and then looks out towards the Dark Lake, seemingly knowing exactly where its prey is.
Oh no.
And that's where we can call it. Oh, man. Whew. This will be fun. I'm having a fun time with this adventure.
Absolutely.
It is a fun time.
Whew.
Lots of stuff happened today.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be an eventful one. I was just waiting for you guys for a long time to get to Slublodop. I was like, come on. But
It's all fun and games until Slublodop.
I mean, so was I, to be honest. I was looking forward to this one.
I think personally, after Slublodop, the adventure like really begins, because now you're off to Grackle Stew and all these other places, and you guys can actually like spend money and stuff once you finally get around.
Also, like, I like demon stuff, so like it's a good scene.
We're level 10 now, right?
No. Because you refuse to fight Demogorgon, you actually move back down to level 2.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Literally I challenged his honor.
But no. You guys might be level 4. I'm not sure yet. I have to do some. Actually, I could probably do the math right now.
We killed a lot of fish people.
Yeah, we killed a lot of things.
A very large amount of Kuotoa.
Even before we got here, we killed lots of things.
I did do the math for that already. Where's my writing stuff folder? There it is. I have the Castlevania theme stuck in my head.
Amazing job again, by the way. Just props to you, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This is a fun adventure. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you guys are having fun too.
I am. I know why.
Very cool. So yeah, now you guys have. I don't think you're quite at level 4 yet. Level 4 requires 2,700. What's interesting is that like I have to split. It recommends like splitting all the XP you guys get between the parties. So like, even though you get 400 XP for escaping Slublodop,
Yeah.
it's divided by 5.
Okay.
But you guys did kill a lot of stuff. As soon as I can figure out. So it doesn't seem like the level yet. Although you're close.
How's everyone else doing? I heard Charybdis, but I didn't know everyone else has like disappeared.
Disappeared.
Oh.
Oh, and now my cat's awake. Kuotoa don't give a lot of XP. Hello, Rocky. My cat is back. Yeah, Kuotoa only give like 50. Yeah, Kuotoa are weak. That's why that fireball blew away like a large. Although the monitors are 700 each. You killed 2 of them.
We killed Pluploplene's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Slice and
That's
dice.
That one was hilarious.
Ready for some sushi tonight?
Yeah. He was just standing there, and then it was like one attack after the other. And
Play him. What just happened? I'm in pieces.
There was an explosion. Oh, the archpriest will probably might set you over. That's 2,300.
Ooh. Level 4.
Let's go, level 4.
We'll see. 1,400 for the 2. What's my brain doing? 1,400 for the 2 monitors. You're at 300 for Kuotoa. 1, 2. So that's 4,000 XP for just the stuff you've killed. Another 4 for escaping Slublodop. So that's 4,400 divided by 5. Oh no, division. Shh, don't tell the world I'm using Google to do my math. That's
Don't you have the desktop calculator?
I do, but I don't know. It's easy for me to just type it in. That's 880 XP per character. If I could open up that file. I think.
That'd be funny. You're just one Kurotoa short, and like Shay's like drowning one of them that's not rowing. No, we're good.
This was the one that was freaking out.
Shh, it's okay. Oh, how are you drowning a fish? Don't worry about it.
I need this.
You understand you're not drowning him?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh yeah, level 4.
Level 4. Because you had to survive an encounter with Demogorgon. Even though you didn't really fight him too much. You could have if you wanted to, and then it would have ended poorly. But how much XP is Demogorgon worth?
That Dawnbringer would grant me divine strength to smite the foe. One single hit.
He'd be like, ow, my toe.
I shave off
Demogorgon,
a toenail.
Demogorgon is worth 90,000 XP. Just for reference. If you did fight Demogorgon, it would put
I don't
you...
even think at the end of the campaign we can actually fight Demogorgon because we
Nah, who knows? To be fair, it's like a challenge rating of like 26. It'd be tough.
Yeah.
At level 3, if you were to fight Demogorgon, it would put you probably up to level 11. If you could beat him. And I didn't follow the rule of, well, caps you at like 1 level per encounter, I think. But that's kind of lame.